Yes, friends, in this next video, we have to discuss with data table, PMT function. In the yes, this all are the what if analysis, but yes, data table and PMT function. That is very useful from your side whenever you are working with different financial function. At that time, this functionality is very useful. So make sure that you can use this functionality. PMT. First, what is a PMT function? We can use this PMT function with the data table. Now you can share my screen and you can see that PMT function. First, what is the meaning of the PMT function? You can see here. PMT. PMT function. Rate, NPR, presence value, future value, and time. What do you mean by the rate, presence value, future value, and the time? Rate, NPR, presence value. Rate is required. This is the interest rate for loan. NPR is required the total number of payment from loan. PV, it's been presence value. Total number of amount for future amount is now what from now. PMT, it's called as present financial function, payment from loan on constant payment rate and constant interest rate. PV is a presence value, FP is been future value, type it's been optional. 0 and 1, 0 of at the end of period, 1 at the beginning of period. 8% annual rate, 10 is number of months from payment, amount loan is 10,000. PMT, what do you mean by the PMT? This is a constant payment. You can see here, this is a constant payment rate. Here it's identify the constant payment rate. 8% annual interest, 10% number of payment. This is amount of loan. PMT. This is A2 divided by 12. For example, A2 divided by 12, A3, A2. A3 is your number of constant amount of loan and 8 is an annual interest. This is interest, it will be not changeable from the whole the year. This is monthly. You can monthly payment from the loan. The specific argument of A2 to A4. This is A2 divided by 12, A3, A4, and 1. 1, it means that you can see here at the beginning of the period, at the end of the period. 0, it's a omitted, and it's a beginning of the period. 1, it means that the beginning of the period. You can see here the 1 is means that the beginning of the period. 6% annual interest rate, 18 number of month of payment, 50,000 amount of loan. This is rate divided by 12. This is multiply by 10 because this is a amount of loan and this is the value. So this is your result. Now we can use this PMT function. This is your amount. This is your rate, and PR is 7. Number of month. NPR, it is called its number of month. Now PMT function. First is rate. This is the rate divided by 12. For example, NPR number of month and presence value. This is because we will find out the monthly amount. So this is value. PMT always return the minus value. Why it is return the minus value? Because PMT, this is all are the payment value. So always this value is written the minus value. Rate, amount, and PR. So this is amount from your beginning of the time, then we will add the 1. So beginning of the time, this is 1. 0, it's with that omitted value. 1, it's with that the data value. Okay. Then we will use from the second amount, rate, and NPR. Rate is divided by 12. Why it is divided by 12? because on the basis of the rate, this value is found out. Now we will discuss in the data tab what if analysis data table. On the basis of PMT function, we will find out the data table, amount, rate, and MTR. This is PMT function. We can find out all the financial function here. Here you can see that the financial function here. Which one function is useful? At that time, we can do this functionality. Date of birth, FP means future value, presence value, PMT functions, NPR, NP, then PMT functions, PV, presence value, rate, SLN, SYD. This is all are the, you can see here SLN. SLN for surplus and life, return the straight line depreciation method. This is all are the depreciation value. SLN, SYD. SYD also, this is a sum of the year digital depreciation. This is all are the method of the depreciation, which will be use of the assets value on the specific period of time. So now, in the data table, we want only the particular criteria, particular function. We want to use this functionality on the basis of this one. SLN, cost, surplus, and life. This is a return the assets of value on the depreciation of assets of value. Same as it is SYD. SYD is a cost, surplus, life, sum of the year digital depreciation, this value. Then NPR, also present value, futures value, all other command will be used. PMT functions, price values. This is all are the financial function. Here you are go for the logical, then if, not, or, XOR. This is all are the function which will be included in the Excel. This all are the function is converted here to the Excel file. This is and, or, to, XOR. This is your file. Then text function. This is all are the text function: exact, left, right, read, proper. Substitute, text, string, uppercase, lowercase. This is all are the textual function. Then date and time function. This is all are the date time function: date, date value, 3 months. Month will be written, start date, and month will be reversed. Hours return the serial number of this hours. Is week number. Here is near about, you can see about the particular function parameter also. Month, network days. We will find out the network days in the before session. Network days, now, second, time value. Time value is the time text. It will return of the time in the value of the text. Today, weekday, week number, work day and here. This is all are the date and time function. Now you can go for the text function. At that time, this is all are the text function: exact, find, left, right, read, lower, proper, search, substitute, uppercase, lowercase. This is all are the textual function. If I'm going from the informative functions, this is all are the information. Information function is always about near about the Excel error, is blank, then cell, logical, is NA, is number, is odd, even text, NA, sheet, type. This is all are the informatic function. If you press the all function, this is the statistical function, mathematical functions, lookup and references. The lookup is very useful in the Excel. So we will use all the functionality: VLOOKUP, lookup, columns, get pivot data at the particular pivot table result on the uses of get pivot table. Yes, we will discuss in the next session in the get pivot table and pivot functionality. But only for this one, lookup, hyperlink, indirect. Indirect, this is we will use in the dependent validation list. Lookup, we will use match, offset, rows, transpose this value, transpose value of the particular thing. So at that moment, we will use this data. Now, we place equal to and equal to of this value. If this value is on a plus value, we put the minus sign on before. Why it is minus sign? We will discuss in this cell. Minus, it means that image, right? That will always represent the minus value. Now, here we'll write down 50, 50,000. Then this value plus Now here is the 16 percentage. Here is a 16 plus 2%, percentage plus 2%, then so on. So I'm doing this one. At that moment, we want to use either the amount or either the rate. If I am using your NPR is in constant on this parameter. You can use the NPR also. If you're at that moment, you can be different of this too. Data, what if analysis, data table, row input, this is your row input cell, this is your amount, and column input cell, this is your percentage. And find out this value on the basis of this one, PMT function 15%. This value is about the this one 2000 value. We can check this value so we have a clear idea about this. PMT rate divided by 12. Ampere is a 7 is a constant and presence value is this one. The value it will be changed. There are lots of practice values. So now we have a check that we have a changes this value or not. This is a row or this is a column percentage. Otherwise, else row and column percentage is changeable or not. So we have to find out row percentage. This is your row percentage, for example, this one, and column percentage. This is your percentage. Now you can check the result is same. Now we will go for the data table. Row input cell is a percentage and column input cell is this one. Now you can check this cell reference error C8. C8 is not available. So row input cell, this is your percentage value. Now you can check the parameter value change. This is a mainly difference why we use the row input cell, why we input the column input cell. On which places you will be used the row input and which places you will be used the column input. That is a mainly difference between that. So here is a value about the 32% and 1,25,000. So parameter will be value will be same. This is called data table. So now why we use the data table? On the data table is basically used when we use the particular data is a different bank rate, different parameter is here. If I'm giving I'm putting a one like 20,000 on the percentage of 32%, then what will be the pricing of PMT function? This is basically work as a PMT function. Here, this is the confusion. Why it is use this functionality using a PMT function? This is a reference. If I'm dealing this reference, you can see that all the value is zero. You cannot see the any value. All the value, all the parameter is zero. Now you have a clear idea about this, why we use this parameter. So you have to clear idea, we control that this value. So you have to clear about this, okay, why we use this parameter on the basis of PMT function. Now this one is clear from your side. If any value, it's about greater than or less than we want to. If we want to NPR here, for example, at that moment, we can do only for two parameters. If equal to this parameter, then I will put out here the NPR. For example, 7, number of months, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here is a value. This is a parameter. Now go for the data, what if analysis, data table, row input cell and column input cell. Row input cell is amount and column input cell is NPR. You can see here this is 7. You cannot put out here 7 because 7 is already available. This is plus 1. Now you have to change the parameter. Row input cell, this one. Column input cell, this one. I think so this is a perfect manner because at that time it will be written wrong value. So this is a perfect value. So make sure that row input and column input is very important from your side. Which your value is find out for your side on the basis of this one parameter. So make sure that all the parameter, all the values which when you find out, that is a very important. Now you have a clear idea about the what if analysis. This is all are the scenario manager on the different scenario we have to find out in this scenario. For example, I will put out this value. What if analysis scenario manager. I will put out this value is 70%. 70% is that 0.70. Now we will add the 18%. 18% which means that the value is 0.18 value. If I am at the 20%, 20% which means that 0.20 value. Now you can see here the percentage value on the basis of something. Change the value. You can see here this is change all this value. If it is 18%, then value will be changed. If it is 20%, value will be changed. And then we want to summary of this table. 17%, 18%, and 20%. We want the summary value. So make sure that summary is very important from we want to create a summary. So now we create a summary value. Scenario manager, summary of the pivot table report. Here is a pivot table report. You want to create the pivot table report with using of summary data. So we can use both the sheet with we use the summary of the information. If it is rename this value, you can rename it. If it is delete this value, you want to delete this parameter on the basis of this one. This is all are the delete the parameter. So make sure that delete value is very useful from your side when we are putting the value on the related this value. You have to want this value on the basis of deleting the value. So make sure that amount, rate, and NPR value. If I am deleting, so will be changeable value. So result value is changeable this parameter. So you want to put out this value on the basis of this one. So make sure that this is a useful parameter from your side. When we are using from this parameter, we can do anything with this parameter. On the basis of this parameter. Now make sure that this is a very useful parameter when we use this different parameter. So this is a clear now about the data value on the basis of this one. Right click. Right click on this parameter and here is your tab color. If you want to use the tab a particular manner, you can use this tab. This is our tab color, red color. This is your sheet number 1. Now this is your sheet number 2. You have to want the tab color is yellow. So you have a clear idea about the sheet number 1. You have to want to use this. It's a different color. If any two value color is same, so we have to put the value on this parameter. So you will be use this parameter on the basis of tab color. So you want to tabbing this value, you can put out this value on the basis of tabbing color. Here you can see the tab color is also. So you can put the different tab color on the sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. You can put out this value on the basis of this one. Now you want to create a link. First is data table. For example, go for the insert tab. This is a link. Browse this page. Recent file. Place in this document. You want to go for the sheet number 1. And you will click this and you have to directly put out this sheet number 1. Why we use the hyperlink? That is a main benefit why we use this hyperlink. Hyperlink is basically used when we have a different data at the time. We can move on the data on the different sheet, different parameter. We will use the hyperlink of this parameter. When we go to some places at that time, hyperlink is mainly used when we go for some place. For example, we have a different client, and we click on this client, then the particular Excel file or same Excel sheet you want to move, then you can use this file. For example, I will open some different Excel file for ABC company. Insert, then hyperlink, then ABC company, existing page. To go this 1, 2, 3. You can do the anything, any Excel file, for example, easy. If I'm open this company, yes, and this is open this file. You want to open this file, you can do the anything with just open this file. So now you have to clear idea about the why we open the file and why we use this file on the basis of this one. If I'm putting here about the textual file with using of textual file, you can now see here when we click on data at that time color values change. Added hyperlink. If the hyperlink is added, you can add this value, browse this page. You have to open any Google form or any form you want to open this file. You have to browse this document. This is a recently document which one you open. This is the current folder which one we used. Place in this document. If you place the document in sheet number 3, this will be placed on sheet number 3. You can go for the sheet number 3. If you not use this sheet 1, this is called a sheet number 2. Right click on sheet number 2 and delete this value. Deleted format and delete this value. If I'm deleting this value, then we can use this right click and delete the value. Right click and delete the sheet. You have to delete the sheet. So make sure that you want to delete any argument on the basis of this one. Now you want to add something in this sheet. For example, this is all are the value. If I'm changing from this value, for example, I'm changing the value is changed. It's a 2 lakh values, and you can see here that the value format it will be changed on the whole the format. Now you have to clear idea about the goal seek scenario manager. You have to put the goal seek on this parameter also. What if analysis, go for the goal seek parameter. Goal seek parameter, it's a 2 values. For example, I will put out this value is 2000. On the basis of changing of percentages, 17%, so it will value will be changed. On the basis of this parameter, the value of the format it will be changed. So make sure that you will be used on this parameter on the basis of this one. So you want to use this parameter on the basis of the percentage, on the basis of the parameter. You can easily use this parameter on this particular format. So we will use this format on the basis of particular parameter. This is called as what if analysis, goal seek, data manager, scenario manager. Scenario manager merge option is also available. We have only sheet 1. This is all are the data. If we have a sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, then the different parameter is available from your side. So make sure that all other options is available from your side. This all are the options that can be available with you, and you have to create this file, changing this cell parameter. All the option is available. This is your creating a file, accounting your file. Here is a option command is also available. This is a 2000, not 10. This is a 2016. I'm working with both the parameter 2016 and 2010 also. So you have to clear an idea what is the option is available in this option. You have to option is here. So we want to do this parameter on the basis of this one. You have to put out this value on the basis of this one. You can You can do this the proofing option also. Formula, general, these all are the option. You here you can write down the username. You can see here also username is available. So make sure that when we put out the scenario manager, at that time the name is this one. If I'm changing the name is here also. So this is the name is if I'm changing this value at that moment, what if analysis and go for the scenario manager, and it will be not changed because we have already we will create it. In the next parameter, it will be created in the next basis. It will be changing from this value. So by changing of this value, you can edit this, you can delete this. If I'm not using this parameter, we can delete, we can add this also, we can merge the option also. So now data table, what if analysis now you have to clear. This all are the another options is a relationship. This is a relationship, data analysis, solver, show details, high details. This is all are other options, forecasting options, group and group subtotal. Split the data. This is a K tool option. This is not an option is available with without with in Excel. This is all are the option which will be used in the K tool option also. Group and group subtotal. Review tab is also, view tab is also, developer tab. We want to developer tab also. Utility. This is a utility which want to use from this file from the basis of the you can add it the particular utility on the basis of this one. Okay, friends. In the next session, we will discuss with consolidate with using of data validation, flash fill. We can use this. Thank you, friends.